The remarkable love story of Brunei's Crown Prince Al-Muhtadee Billah and the ordinary student binti Salleh is like an oriental fairy tale with a happy ending. He proposed to her just a month after they met, and now they have been happily married for 20 years. But according to local tradition, the prince can have more than one wife. Would he really take another wife? And what do their grown-up children look like now? Watch the full video to find out. Let's get started. Sun Princess is the affectionate title given to the wife of Brunei's crown prince. Sarah is perhaps the most beloved member of the Sultan's extended family. She joined the Brunei royal family at a very young age, only 17 when she married the 30-year-old Crown Prince Al-Muhtadee Billah. At that time, the royal family had been shaken by scandals for many years. The divorce of the Sultan from his second wife Mariam, the colossal embezzlement of the treasury by his younger brother Geoffrey, and the divorce of his favourite daughter from her abusive husband, who did not hesitate to beat his wife and children in front of the servants. The image of the Sultan's family in the eyes of the subjects was not very good at that time. Al-Muhtadee Billah, the crown prince, was generally hunted. High-ranking officials tried to arrange the crown prince's acquaintance with a girl from his entourage to get closer to the Sultan's power and money. People were speculating whether the ambitious TV news anchor would get the prince. She even managed to boast to her friends that their relationship was headed for a wedding. As it turned out, her rejoicing was in vain. By then, Al-Muhtadee Billah had graduated from Oxford University, was working in public administration, and had already been proclaimed Crown Prince. The official announcement of his engagement to Sarah binti Salleh came as a complete surprise to Bruneians. Sarah spent her childhood in Switzerland with her family. Her father worked as an engineer for a water treatment company, and her mother, a German named Susanne Aby, worked as a nurse for many years. It was a modest and friendly family where little Sarah was adored by everyone, both parents and older brothers. Her passion for biology and the sea grew into a dream of becoming a marine biologist. But God had his own plans, and a very different life was prepared for the beautiful girl. She was waiting for a fairy tale that millions of young girls dream of. One day, the crown prince was visiting a close friend. His wife told the prince about their wonderful school friend, a beautiful and athletic girl with a kind soul. Al-Muhtadee Billah was enchanted by her beauty and rushed to Switzerland, to the school where 16-year-old Sarah was studying. A personal meeting and communication with the charming girl convinced the prince that this girl was destined for him, and he fell in love. However, there is another version that says the meeting took place thanks to the efforts of Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah. The father, annoyed by rumours about the possible marriage of the heir to the throne with a famous TV presenter, organised this fateful meeting by sending his son to Switzerland. Unlike his father, who was famous for his love affairs, Al-Muhtadee Billah was a modest guy. After graduating from university, he served in the army and lived a simple life. Sarah liked him for his lack of snobbery and arrogance, as well as his kindness and sincerity. The engagement took place a month after the young people met, and the wedding was played on the 100th day of their acquaintance. Brunei's royal family is known for its lavish spending, but the wedding festivities were not as spectacular as some expected. However, $5 million was spent on the wedding. The wedding celebrations lasted 2 weeks, and the international media called it the Asian wedding of the decade. The young bride was incredibly beautiful in her national wedding dress and carried a bouquet of diamond-studded gold flowers created by jewelers. There were over 2,000 dignitaries at the wedding. The greatest aristocrats of the world came, as well as dozens of prime ministers and presidents of various countries. To the cheers of the crowd, the newlyweds rode through the streets of Brunei's capital. Instead of a traditional limousine, the bride and groom rode in a gold Rolls-Royce. This car is the jewel of Sultan Bolkiah's car collection. Al-Muhtadee Billah truly loved his wife and did not confine her to the golden cage of the palace. She continued her studies at the University of Brunei and received a master's degree in public policy in 2011. This specialty was chosen by the girl for a reason. She didn't want to be an appendage to her husband at social receptions and prepared herself in advance to take over a part of the management of the state. After graduation, Princess Sarah once again surprised the local aristocracy and common people. She became the first princess in the history of the state to ask to be assigned official duties. Previously, princes' wives had never shown any desire to work or do charity work. Sarah, too, could just enjoy a life of luxury, shopping, and attending banquets with her husband. But that wasn't enough for the crown princess. She wanted to benefit society, but did it benefit her family and her relationship with her husband? You'll find out later. Sarah speaks English, French, German, and Italian. She is passionate about sports, donates blood, and sews beautifully. Sarah's popularity as a role model for young girls and women has skyrocketed. The princess oversees the work of several charitable foundations and is active in environmental protection and women's rights. Sarah has earned the sincere love of her subjects for her responsiveness and kind disposition and has been given the popular title of Sunny Princess. The couple has 4 children, 2 girls and 2 boys. All the children attend the Brunei International School, which was also attended by their late uncle, Prince Azim. The eldest son, Prince Al-Muhtadee, will receive the title of Crown Prince of Brunei from his father when he becomes king. The prince is now 17 years old and plays soccer professionally, even captaining the Brunei national team. Princess Munira Madhul, 13, is an excellent piano player. Like her older brother, she enjoys swimming and soccer. The crown prince is now 50 years old. At his age, his father already had 2 wives and 10 children. Later, he married a 3rd time. There were about 50 girls in his harem, some of them underage. The Sultan's sexual exploits were legendary. However, his modest son, Al-Muhtadee Billah, was not involved in such scandals. His married life was very harmonious. In an interview, he once spoke fondly of his wife. Her Highness has a wonderful character. She is like a steel blade in a velvet sheath. Probably Princess Sarah's active position in life does not give the prince any reason to look for women on the side. The couple is often seen at public events together with their children, and they look very happy. Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah is already 78 years old, and it is rumoured in the palace that he is thinking about retiring. This is likely to happen in the next few years, and his son will become the ruler of Brunei. His wife Sarah will be named Queen, marking an astonishing rise from a humble girl to the consort of a king. Meanwhile, the 21st century Cinderella has found a place in the hearts of many Bruneians, especially women. They imitate Sarah in the way she dresses, the way she behaves, and of course the active way she lives. By her personal example, she has proven to millions of Islamic women that a wife can be more than just a decoration in the home or palace. She inspires Muslim women to learn, express themselves, and become well-rounded individuals. Although polygamy is still allowed in Brunei, the new generation has progressive principles and interests. Let's hope that Crown Prince Al-Muhtadee Billah will not follow in the footsteps of his father and grandfather, who each had 3 wives. Let's wish this beautiful couple a happy married life. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. See you soon.